Welcome to this session of OpenMentor.net. In this we are going to see more on HTML pages. The last class we have seen the basic bold, underlined and italics and the headings. Now we are going to see some more thing on the styles. If you look here in this syntax, I have defined a paragraph. Then I have given style within the same thing. I have not given P and then I have not ended like this. All I have done is I have added some more stuff within the same tag. So the P is called a tag, the style is called an attribute. Style is an attribute, this is the tag. So tags may have additional attributes. The style attribute is one of the important attributes. If you look here, for the style I have given font family Arial. The separator is colon. So the font family colon Arial means this is going to be Arial font. Then semicolon, the next attribute I am giving color colon red. Then font size I am giving 20 pixels. Now this is the color red. Either you can give color red or green or blue, something like that, or there is a hexadecimal code. This is called RGB code. There are 6 characters over here. First 2 characters stand for the red component, this is for the green component, this is for the blue component. RGB is the standard notation. So if you want to get the hexadecimal equivalent of colors, you can get it from the color tables from the web. So now I am setting a style for the font and the size and the color. Now let me print it in Verdana. Okay. Now let me go back to this. Now let me refresh. Look here. This is Mr. Red. This is printed in one font size. This is another font size. The color is different. Now if I go back to this and then change this to, say, the font size. Now I change this to all A's. Okay. A. You will see a color change. Previously it was like this. Now let me refresh. Now you see the color changes. So you can get any color for the font based on the hexadecimal code. So it's the fundamental color and font family settings and the font size settings. So once you set the style, subsequent in that whole paragraph, that will take effect. Now we will have some more settings on the fonts. Let us take a look here. I print hello. I use a tag called SUP. This is for superscript. Superscript meaning it will appear at the top of it. Then there is another tag called sub/sub. This is subscript. Superscript and subscript, they are there to help you to print something above or below that particular line. Let us look at how this appears. If you see here, the hello appears horizontally, then the hi appears on the top of it. Then for this appears at the bottom of it. So to the power or to the base, if you want to do something like that, this like a trademark symbols, etc., will appear as a superscript. Then under the subscript you can have some bookmarks. So the superscript and subscript also helps you to format the fonts. Look at this particular thing. Now I have used a tag called del/del and there is some text in between. Let us see how this looks. If you see here, this appears as deleted with a strike through line. So this looks like this. Someone has scored it out with a pen. So this is how it will appear in the tag, in the browser. So you can have superscript, subscript as well as a deleted text. Let us focus a little bit on the header side. So far we have focused most on the body side of the HTML page. On the header side we have something called meta tags. These meta tags are useful for documentation purpose or search engine purpose also. Anything apart from the title will not appear on the browser page. Whatever you have given as meta tags will not appear in the page as a content. You cannot view them. For example, the meta tag name equal to author, you could see name and content. So the name equal to author, content equal to James. This means this is documented by James. This page is created by James. Then the description, name equal to description, content equal to this. Make sure this is the attribute and then the value of the attribute is appearing within double quotes. So this is the name is the attribute, the value of the attribute is quoted in double quotes. There is another important attribute, name equal to keywords. These keywords, this meta tag is used by the search engines to speed up your pages, for the search engines to deliver or show in the results. So whatever content you are giving as a comma separated list, HTML, training, online, depending upon what your site or this page relates to, you have to use this keywords meta tag. So the ones you are using these keywords, the search engine crawlers will go through this and then optimize your page for the search engines. Then there is one more meta tag which is called meta HTTP hyphen EQU equivalent equal to refresh. Suppose I want a particular page to get refreshed every say 5 seconds. So I am giving, this is a constant HTTP, you cannot change it, HTTP hyphen EQUIV equal to refresh content 5. So let me show you what happens when we do this. Now I go back. Every 5 seconds the page will automatically reload. You can see this. Okay. Now watch this refresh button. 5th second it will refresh by itself. Okay. Just watch that icon. Every 5 seconds you will see a flickering happening that in that particular refresh icon. See, it will go very fast, but you can notice that. Once 5 seconds are over, you will see a small flickering happening over there. So that means if you want a particular page which will refresh the content every 5 seconds, you can use that.